President Tinubu presents a 47.9 trillion naira 2025 budget proposal to National Assembly. Diaspora remittances rose by 61%, just as the Central Bank of Nigeria says Nigeria's $42.01 billion external reserves can finance goods, services, importation for 9 months. National Bureau of Statistics website hot, and oil falls on demand concerns after Fed signals slower easing ahead. Asia markets fall after Fed's cautionary outlook prompts Wall Street sell-off. The program is Business Express, reaching you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Benny Adams, your guide. Time to bring you up to speed with happenings in the world of business, from the street, the market, square to boardrooms. So we'll start by telling you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reiterated federal government's resolve to remain on the critical path of the journey to strengthen the economy of Nigeria, with a budget proposal of 47.90 trillion naira for the 2025 fiscal year. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports that while presenting the budget before a joint session of the National Assembly, the president says the numbers depict a bold and exciting story of government's direction to retool and revamp Nigeria's socio-economic fabric.
Fellow Nigerians, our 2025 budget proposal is not just another statement on projected government revenue and expenditure. It is one that called for action.
Codenamed Budget of Restoration, Securing Peace and Rebuilding Prosperity, the 2025 budget proposal is anchored on a philosophy of restoring macroeconomic stability, fostering inclusive growth, employment and poverty reduction, as well as promoting equitable income distribution and human capital developments. The President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, asserts that it reflects his administration's strategic priorities as it continues the journey of renewed hope, which commenced 18 months ago.
The improvement we have witnessed in year 2024 budget has led us into the 2025 budget. The goals of advancing national security, creating economic opportunities, investing in our youth population, infrastructure development, and national reorientation form the core of the year 2025 budget. But more than that, this will lay a solid foundation for a Nigerian's future growth trajectory. I summon the unstoppable Nigerian spirit to lead us as we work to rebuild the fabric of our economic and existence.
The 2025 proposed expenditure of 47.9 trillion naira with 34.8 trillion naira of targeted revenue is ambitious, says President Tinubu, who expresses strong belief that together Nigerians can change the narrative.
Our foreign reserves now stand at nearly $42 billion, from negative inheritance. We are providing a robust buffer against external shocks. Our rise in exports are reflected in our current trade surplus, which now stands at 5.8 trillion naira. National Bureau of Statistics confirms this. The clear result of gradual recovery, among others, reflected the resilience of our economy and the impact of deliberate policy choices we've made from the outset.
The challenge of insecurity as existential threat demands action as it cripples vital sectors, which is why, in addition to support to farmers, huge amounts have been allocated to defense, infrastructure, health and education.
We are accelerating investment in energy, transport, and public works. Our people are our greatest resource. That's why we are making record investment in education, healthcare, and social services. Our administration has so far disbursed 34 billion naira to over 300,000 students through the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund. In the 2025 budget, we have made provision for 825.90 billion naira for infrastructure development in the education sector.
The president thanked the lawmakers for the support to actualize the renewed hope vision and Nigerians for the resilience, urging that citizens continue to work collectively to rewrite Nigeria's story. This is the third visit of the president to the National Assembly, twice to lay the budget.
Now, the National Bureau of Statistics on Wednesday announced that its official website has been hacked. The Bureau disclosed this on its X handle, where it announced that it is currently working to recover the website and urged the public to disregard any messages or reports posted on the site until it's fully restored. The NBS, is the principal agency responsible for the collection, analysis, and dissemination of statistical data in Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria has revealed that diaspora remittances processed through international money transfer operators reached $4.22 billion between January and October 2024. This figure nearly doubles the $2.62 billion recorded during the same period in 2023. CBN Governor Olayemi Kadoso said this while addressing the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions during an interactive session held at the National Assembly on Wednesday. According to Kadoso, the year-on-year increase of approximately 61.1% reflects significant growth. He also provided a monthly analysis highlighting that remittances increased from $336 million in September 2024 to $402 million in October 2024. The governor attributed this surge to improved efficiency in remittance system, the favorable effects of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policies, and the growing trust among Nigerians in the diaspora to support national development. Kadoso further projected that remittance inflows would continue to rise by the end of the year, given the current trajectory. Also, the Central Bank of Nigeria said $42.1 billion external reserves of the country can finance importation of goods and services for more than 9 months in 2025. This is as the Apex Bank assured Nigerians of better economic fortunes in 2025. The governor of the CBN, Olayemi Kadoso, stated this during Performance Index report presentation to the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions. And on cash shortage, the CBN boss reiterated application of new policy of 150 million naira fine against any branch of banks caught indulging in illegal distribution of new naira notes to currency hawkers and unscrupulous elements. Now the dollar rises against peers after Fed delivers a rate cut. How much is the naira exchanging for other currencies? Let's look at the numbers. Gold falls more than 2% after Fed signals a rate cut slowdown in 2025. Let's now take a trip to the commodities market. Doctor, we're going to bring you. Don't travel for Christmas. Even if you're in your village, we'll talk on YouTube. Pacific markets fell Thursday morning, tracking broad declines on Wall Street as the U.S. Federal Reserve cut borrowing rates for the third consecutive meeting while signaling fewer rate cuts ahead. It's over to you, Maria. Give us updates. What's happening?
Well, Benny, around the globe, everything is bearish this morning. Expected to nosedive are European markets following their global counterparts. There's more central bank action in Europe Thursday, with monetary policy decisions due from the Bank of England and Norges Bank, the Central Bank of Norway. The figures show DAX at 20,242, FTSE up by 0.05% at 8,199 points, and we have the CAC at 7,384 points. From the Asian region, stocks and currencies fell. Investors assess the Bank of Japan's decision to keep its policy rate unchanged at 0.25% for the third straight meeting. The figures show that the Nikkei dipped at 0.69%. We have Shanghai Composite at 0.36% higher, and the Hang Seng Index down by 0.35%. Stock futures were little changing as investors absorb a new sobering reality for financial markets. Trading was volatile after the regular sessions panic surrounding the Federal Reserve's revised outlook for interest rates next year. The Dow slips at 0.25%. We have S&P 500 up at 0.24%, and the Nasdaq Composite also up by 0.19%. Africa markets in red territory this morning. South Africa JSE Top 40 was lower by 1.33% right there. We have Namibia All-Share Index, which edged down at 0.05%. That's an overview of the global market this morning. I am Maria Adozakari. It's back to Benny now.
Thank you, Maria. This is where we end this edition of Business Express. We do value your feedback, so keep the comments coming and suggestions also coming. And all previous episodes are available on YouTube and other NTA's online channels. Business Express returns tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m. Keep a date with us as we keep thinking and doing business.